Hey, what's going on, Fame Sports family? Dev here, and welcome to the Skol Patrol. So, Colin Cowherd just can't keep the Vikings out of his mouth. I thought we were done after a part one, gave him his L, moved on, but here we are, part two, because dude is still talking reckless about the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. So let's break it down, expose the nonsense, and remind Colin exactly who he's dealing with. Welcome back to the Skol Patrol. Let us know your thoughts about the weenie Colin Cowherd in the comments below, and let's just hop right back into another Vikings video. So, like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, our old buddy, our old pal, our disgruntled grandpa Colin Cowherd has more things to say about the Vikings. So, we got to check that out, right?
So here's the thing. It's not that I haven't been burned by a source in my life, because sometimes people get bad information, but by and large, I trust people. And I've had many of the same pro football sources for a long time.
We trust you, Colin. We do.
And what I hear about JJ McCarthy isn't what I hear like the sometimes reported. There is this almost protective bubble or sort of an elevation of what he's doing, and it's not what I'm hearing.
Because we
that
love
there
him,
are real concerns.
And he's doing great.
From last year on,
because he's the great white goat.
And again, my stuff is running counter to mostly what I hear. I mean, I'm not asking you to divulge everything, but I feel like in this one, I said this before the draft, I wasn't.
Pause here. So he's saying that his narrative is different from what everybody else is saying, almost like he's not living in reality. It's almost like he has some sort of weird personal vendetta. I don't know. Seems like he talks about our new quarterback a lot. Could it be he wants somebody else to be our quarterback? Does he believe that his sweetheart, Sam Darnold, could have got his very first and probably only, all respect to the guy, I love him very much, ring here in Minnesota with the Vikings? Let's continue.
Hearing teams were rushing to get JJ McCarthy. I knew two teams that wanted to move up for Michael Penix. I knew one that wanted to move up for Drake May. I didn't hear anybody moving up for Bo Nix. Sean Payton loved him, and that's about he fell to where he should. But what I'm hearing on JJ McCarthy would not instill
all great
confidence.
Quarterbacks, guys. Don't get me wrong.
Do I have a bad source? I mean, what do you make of the whole elevation of these stories that, hey, be patient, he's hitting it? Where are we on that?
Well, first, let's go with what I can tell you. Alec Lewis, the Athletic Vikings reporter, shares with me, because I talked to him pretty.
Pause before we hear what Dianna has to say here. I cannot believe what I'm hearing from this guy. So other rookie quarterbacks don't start slow. Not that JJ has. There are no reports that he's doing bad or throwing a lot, an abnormal amount of picks or anything like that. So really the only person talking about the struggles of JJ McCarthy is perpetuated by Daddy Colin over here. Let's continue and see what Dianna Russini has to say.
It sounds like it's just up and down, right? So there's some good,
we'll
there's some bad.
In a second here.
To that idea that the bad clips don't mean anything, I'm with you. It means something. At the same time, I've had coaches tell me when I used to be more of a beat reporter that sometimes you don't even know what we're doing. There's a reason why we're doing the certain things that we're doing, and you guys are just not informed. But that being said, I think what you're pointing to, it sounds like what you've noticed is maybe something that I've noticed too, is there is a lot of lifting up of JJ McCarthy, right? And some of that's good, because you want to give this young quarterback coming off a very serious injury, who obviously struggled with sitting out, right? We saw the fact that he lost all that weight. And I know the Vikings don't want to make a big thing of that, because that just is part of the process of dealing with a significant injury. But it's also difficult to be sitting there when you're supposed to be the guy.
Quick pause here. She brings up the fact that our boy lost a bunch of weight, but he gained it literally all back. He's back to his original weight before the injury, according to all other reports that aren't these two kooks. JJ's better than he was before the injury. That's what everybody's saying. He had one surgery, by the way, guys, not two. He had a surgery and then an injection, okay? I mean, that was being pushed by, guess who? You guessed it, guys. Let's continue.
And Sam Darnold's out there at one point looking like the star of the show.
At one
right?
point.
And then you have an organization who makes the decision to let Sam Darnold walk.
We all saw it.
They want to keep Daniel Jones, but they don't want to pay what Daniel Jones wants because Daniel Jones wants to be the guy, right? Those guys left Minnesota for a reason because it was made very clear to them, no matter what, JJ McCarthy is the guy. So what is it? Is it because Kevin O'Connell truly believes that JJ is this superb Q who's going to come in here and turn this organization around and where they finally got their guy? I mean, possibly. Is it just because of what they did in the draft for him? Is it because they made these moves to get JJ McCarthy? Is there an ownership influence
you said
here?
It, babe. That's
so
it.
there's always a lot of factors to your point.
I mean,
but I think to just succinctly answer your question, do I think JJ McCarthy is wowing everyone at training camp? No, I don't. I think he's fine. I still think Justin Jefferson told me what I needed to know when he spoke to the media before his injury and was like, essentially everyone needs to slow down here. Like, he is still learning. And we have to be able to give him some of this grace here. So while, yes, I get why the organization is going, oh my gosh, JJ McCarthy. And if you follow anything Vikings related, you would think this guy is the next biggest quarterback to play. And I think they're going to be just disappointed because there's going to be a natural period of time where he's just got to catch up and feel comfortable in this offense. So I'm with you. I'm not bought in all the way. I just think
like every other rookie quarterback. What is she talking about?
Where we can have a serious conversation here and go, is he the guy or not? Now, it's different than when I was in Denver, right? There's no question mark who Bo Nix is, what he is.
Quick pause here. We need to come to a point where we have a conversation. Is he the guy or not? I don't know. Didn't we just talk about just 2 seconds ago about how we let every other quarterback that could have been on contract walk out the door because we believed in JJ McCarthy? And I say we, I'm saying Kevin O'Connell, our head coach, and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, our GM. I think they know a little bit more about what they're doing than you. Or Colin, for that matter. Although, super great guy. By the way, this is all from The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Definitely go check them out. Really, really crazy stuff. Just don't go to them for advice on the Vikings. What a lovely video, right, guys? So like I said, guys, that is from The Herd with Colin Cowherd over on YouTube. Make sure to go check them out. That's the channel. Hopefully I gave some transformative commentary and added to the art that is going on over there. So let's take a look at the comments section because people are kind of roasting our boy, and let's see if we can stick up for old Colin. Colin is still so salty that the Vikings moved from his boo Darnold. Who would ever say something like that? I love how ESPN is still pushing the narrative that JJ McCarthy's injury was so serious. Yeah, I know, right? Like I said, 2 surgeries. Oh my goodness. He's so weak and frail now on the sidelines. Poor baby. He could never play. You got 2 people salty. Their QB crush, Darnold and Rodgers, are not playing for this stacked Vikings roster. Yeah, you said it, bud. I mean, I think it's very plain to see. Bo Nix is like 5 years older than McCarthy. Yeah, it's almost like it's not even a fair comparison, right? It's almost like everything they say is for clicks. And I told you guys he was going to say something about Andrew Luck or Sam Darnold. Please, Minnesota, make sure Colin... Please, Minnesota, make sure Colin in our hype video. I need it. I think the whole team needs it, guys. Baffles me it's never brought up that JJ is going against a top 2 defensive coordinator every practice without Jefferson, Hawk, or Darisaw. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like it's not a fair coverage. It's almost like none of these comparisons actually exist in the real world. What reality are these guys living in? The way you people in the media are treating JJ compared to Sanders is what drives most of us crazy, honestly. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. Colin is hating on JJ because the Vikings moved off Darnold. It's as simple as that, obviously, right? The flip-flop takes need to be studied. They really do, bro. I mean, it is insane the things that these guys will say just to get some clicks, Obviously, he's got this tiny little bias, and he's using it to trash an entire fan base, right? It's ridiculous. And the worst part about it is look at all these comments. It's totally working. It's pure rage baiting at its finest. 2 biggest liars about the Vikings collaborating on a segment is hilarious. I know, right? It's like the super team. It's almost like they saw my last video and they needed to click up. They went all Tupac on me. A Cowherd take is going to be the new reverse Kramer. Keep in mind, McCarthy is missing half the O-line, and Jefferson and Hawkinson have been out. Oh, and he is also throwing against one of the best defenses in football. He'll be fine. Like I've said many times before, ladies and gentlemen, iron sharpens iron. I am not worried about him. It is teammates making each other better in the offseason. So this girl right here, this woman, excuse me, this person, Dianna Russini, has reported on the possibility of Aaron Rodgers joining the Minnesota Vikings more times than I've used the bathroom. No, I shouldn't say that. More times than Colin has talked about Sam Darnold. She reported that Aaron Rodgers had a huge possibility of joining our Minnesota Fighting Vikings, suggesting that he might be waiting for the Vikings' decision before committing elsewhere, possibly even retirement, which might have been true. But she was also reporting that the Minnesota Vikings were very interested in signing Aaron Rodgers, or even possibly made him offers behind the scenes. While some of the reports indicated that the Vikings were not actively pursuing Rodgers, others suggest that the situation is fluid and they are still evaluating their options with JJ, and with their other potential quarterbacks. Russini had been a key voice in keeping the Rodgers-Vikings connection alive, despite other reports suggesting his potential signing with the Steelers or retirement. She was swearing up and down just to get her little clicks that Aaron Rodgers was coming to Minnesota. And who wouldn't? What quarterback wouldn't want to come? Do I want to go play for the Steelers? Or do I want to go play for a 14-3 Vikings team? I'll take that, please. All right, look, guys, I'm just kidding. Nothing but respect to these professional, accurate reporters that we got over here. Look, at the end of the day, Colin Cowherd and Dianna Russini say whatever they want about the Vikings. Frankly, they don't even think that much about it. They've made a whole side hustle out of doubting this team. But let's be real. They're not analysts at this point, right? They're performers. They're here for clicks, not facts. Every year they count us out, and every year they look clueless by week 8. I mean, seriously, go look at his prediction for our last season. So keep talking, Colin. Keep tweeting, Dianna. Just know the receipts are piling up, and when the Vikings start proving people wrong again, we'll be right here, reminding everybody who really knows Vikings football. Skol. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Those are my thoughts on this new super collaboration between Colin and Dianna. It's almost like he watched my video, guys. I swear. He might have watched my video, and this is his clap back. No, I'm just kidding. There's no way in hell. But this is my response anyways. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. This has been the Skol Patrol. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any future Vikings content. I've been Dev. This has been the Skol Patrol. Hello from Minnesota, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.